So how often should you make love in your fertile window to fall pregnant? The short answer is once, but there's more to the story, of course. Hello my lovelies, and welcome to another one of my videos in which I'm answering your question about how often you should be making love in your fertile window when you're trying to conceive. And as I jokingly said in the intro, once is enough. I mean, we all know this, but I understand your question is a little bit different, right? Your question is basically, how can we maximize the use of our fertile window without getting sick of making love, right? So here is what my advice is to my patients. I suggest that you first of all understand when your fertile window is opening, and that is when you are starting to see fertile cervical mucus. Now, whether the first day that you're getting fertile cervical mucus is indeed the first day of your fertile window, we can only know once you have ovulated and then calculate back, 5 days back. However, since we don't know exactly when you will ovulate, you need to assume that the moment that you're seeing fertile cervical mucus, that your window has opened. So I always recommend start making love at least every other day as soon as your fertile window seems to open with the fertile cervical mucus. This is also when you start taking your ovulation tests. Likely you will see that you have 2 lines as soon as you have the cervical mucus, and that it will start to progress, and that eventually you will get a positive when you have the 2 lines being equally dark. This means that you're about to ovulate in the next 6 to 72 hours-ish. For most women, it's the next 24 hours. So this is your mini fertile window when you want to make sure that you're using it. So that is why I suggest that as soon as you have that positive ovulation test, that you make love at least every other day until you have seen 3 raised temperatures. And why is that? Well, we can only know for sure that you've ovulated once you've had those 3 raised temperatures. As long as you haven't had those, you need to assume that you're still in your fertile window. You know, even with just 1 spike of a temperature, you might think, I ovulated, but it could be failed ovulation, or there could be something else going on, and then you see the temperature drop the next day. Since you want to maximize the use of your fertile window, I recommend positive ovulation test, make love at least every day until you have seen 3 raised temperatures. And then the second thing I wanted to add is don't fall into the trap of only making love in your fertile window. Again, I did a video on this topic recently as well, why you should be making love in your luteal phase. And this is where I also mentioned that it's good for sperm quality. And if you want to watch more videos with tips on trying to conceive naturally, then make sure to click on the playlist on your screen right now. And in the meantime, see you in the next video. Bye!